Sipping with Sue time. Yay! Cheers. I've already started, you guys, because I know we're an hour late. I'm here with my lovely Christine. Hi.
Hey.
Where's your drink?
um, I have Snapple.
Yay! Cheers. Cheers
Cheers.
to Snapple. But she opened up this amazing. How do you say it? Hajo, Hajosi?
Hajosi Kobe.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Hajosi Cuvée. It's a
Mm-hmm.
2006 dry red wine from Hungary. So checking this out right now. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Friday. It is the end of the week, so hopefully this is your downtime and you can actually relax and just like let your hair down and just be like, okay, this is fantastic. If you're joining us for the first time, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. And if you have not gone over to my YouTube channel to check it out, please subscribe and hit the bell to get all of the latest content as soon as it is uploaded. And so with Christine here, my lovely Christine, this is my BFF. We're in Denver right now. So cheers to all my Texas folks. Sorry, you guys, we were out hiking. We did this crazy 7.36-mile hike over in Herman Trail.
Herman.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Herman
Herman
Trail,
Lake.
Herman Lake, and it kept us out a little bit longer
Yeah.
than we thought. So there you have it. We're here. So we are here though with Christine to go ahead and put me in the hot seat. So I'm in the hot seat, and I'm just gonna sit here
Yes.
and relax and
Yeah.
drink my wine.
Like Szu-Moy is like a natural at this, and she was like, "Hey, I gotta do my live show," and I was like, "Well, it's not gonna be me, but wouldn't it be nice for your like listeners and tuners, whatever, to like get to know you, you know?" So I was
No,
like,
not really. I'm boring, but that's okay.
I was like, Samoy, like people should get to know like how I know you as a great friend. Like you're the most thoughtful friend. Like if they can really get to know you, like
And how
what
long have we known each other?
we met in Germany.
In Germany.
In Germany in nine. Oh, let's not.
No.
Let's not discuss that because then it'll like start the aging
No.
thingy
We're
process.
old. Cheers. We're old people. It's fine. I'm like totally good with it. I'm an old fogey. But military, both retired, and we met in 2000. And this bee's got to just go, but
Yeah.
it's okay. We're good. 2000 and
I told you I'm not mentioning.
2006, you guys. So in 2006 is when we met. Yes.
Yes, we met, and actually, she was like my ambassador. Like, what do they call it? For in processing, she became like the
I was
person
your
that showed
sponsor.
me a sponsor.
And I wasn't actually her sponsor. Somebody else was her sponsor, but that's like a whole nother topic.
Okay. So anyways, she was so kind. Like she embraced me like with her whole heart, right? And then we just became so close. But anyways, with this thing, I was telling her how proud I am of like how she become, like how when I met her to like where she's at now, how she's turned as a woman, like just an amazing woman, right? And I'm like, hey, no, you're not gonna ask me things. I want to ask you like things like I really don't know why she came up with this idea, right? Like this is so like I think it's so great that like she came up with a thought and then she just developed it, and she's so like she actually does it. She's like so committed with it, and she to connect, right? And she shares it. She shares this connection with like her closest friend, and now like YouTube. I'm like, I don't even know how to do YouTube. So I'm like, Samoy, like I wanted to ask, like, one of the things is like, what made you come up with this, idea? I was like,
so for this idea particularly, for the folks that were watching me live on Facebook in 2020, it was because it was a health check for me. We were in COVID and we were drinking a lot. I know that's not very good, so nobody slam me, no judgment. Okay, everybody, I know everybody was cooking a lot. We all gained weight. We ate a lot. We drank a lot. It was COVID, and so during that time, it was just one of my things to be able to do every Friday at the end of the week because I was working at the time to kind of just again let my hair down. It's happy hour time and just say, hey, everybody that's out there, out there on the internet, in Facebook, on YouTube, what are you guys doing? Wherever you're at in the world, what are you doing? What are you drinking? How are you coping with COVID?
And did you start it with the circle of friends that you had? Just
So
like the
that was,
circle, or
well,
did you advertise it already?
no, so that was just me going live. So that's
Oh.
how it started. And then I got this wonderful platform for me to be able to bring in people, because
Okay.
I got tired of talking to myself. It was boring. Like I
No,
said,
I
I'm
was
boring.
watching you.
I'm like, I'm
No,
not.
I was watching you, and like like when I have time, I'll tune in, and like there's some conversation that like really matters. Like all these, you actually, what's so great about you is that, especially when they're in your in circle, like I'm like, look at her, she's actually like bringing in, like you're so like you see the best in people and you actually bring it out. You do some more. I like sometimes I'm like, she's
I'm
like
in the
most
hot seat. You guys
thoughtful
are very,
friend.
very, very like uncomfortable right now. For people that know me, I'm super uncomfortable. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Like, let me like do something else. Hi, Michelle.
No, but you
So
guys don't
uncomfortable
understand.
right
Like
now.
I always tell Spencer,
Oh.
I was like, Szu-Moy is like like I have a lot of good friends. Well, few are like really close, but Szu-Moy, even though she's at a distance, she's always so thoughtful. She'll always remember you. She'll always like include you, and then when you're within her like she
I love
can,
everybody.
she will, and she'll let you like, don't you remember like he was there or she was there, and then she'll put you in that in circle with her, like. So anyways, but the other question I had actually was, I always follow you in this thing, you and Juan, and I'm like, I just want to carry you guys' luggage sometimes, and I'm like, I'll carry it, because you guys always have plans. Like
Yes.
you guys go places, and like you always somehow, like you guys know how to like to plan, right, your travels. And I was like, how does Samoy and Juan like pick their like places to go? Like really, like do you have can you give us a preview of like what's coming up?
What's coming up? So a couple of things. So we do travel a lot, and my husband's job is at the forefront of that. And the reason why we travel so much, his job requires travel. So that's one thing. But we, and all of you guys know that have followed our journey to different places and doing different things, is that we like to just get up and go sometimes. But we also do an annual trip we now have decided it's at the end of the year, because it's more conducive for work and different things like that, that at the end of the year is a good time for us to just take off and have our actual vacation. Personal time off, PTO, not a work-related trip, which again, we take a lot of work-related trips. That's what a lot of people don't understand. My husband works his ass off for us to be able to do like really awesome things. And so he's
working right now.
Yes,
probably.
He is working right now. Yes. And so he's, he travels a lot for his job and stuff. I traveled for my job too.
Yeah.
But every year we decided we wanted to go someplace new, because the world is only so big.
Yeah.
And there's so many places that you can just, reach out and touch. And we also, consult with other friends that have been. So how we decide is TV shows. I want to say a lot of the time it's TV shows. Like we'll be watching something and, oh, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Let's go there. Or it'll be a friend that was like, hey, I went to this place. But usually it's the opposite. They're like, we knew you went to that place. So what?
That's me. Like I'm asking you like, hey, how did you like this area?
Yeah. So for our annual thing, we kind of just, we sit there, we talk about it, we try to figure out what's the place we want to go to next, and then go from there. And so that's like the travel thing. Also, really quickly too, with this whole thing, and I know Michelle is on, like when I started all of this, hey babe, my babe's here too.
Oh,
hi.
One, I don't know what I'm doing, but I really appreciate that she's allowing me to like.
She's like, I'm boring. I don't want to talk about anything. I was like, fine, whatever. And then she's like, I have an idea, but
you know who's not boring?
whatever. But this whole platform and how I started with this was because I want to get back to that, because
Yeah.
I started as just me going live. And what I realized with this platform and me not wanting to talk just to myself and the
Yeah.
folks that were out there, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to hear other people's stories. And so like the premise of doing this was talking to real people doing real things
Yeah.
extraordinarily. Like Michelle, for example. Michelle is like, she does these amazing like artwork pours. They're called
Yeah.
acrylic pours. And I interviewed her, and it was like before I had this platform. So Michelle, we need to do it again, because it was Facebook Live and it was really choppy. So the
Yeah.
audio was really like weird and crazy, because it is
Yeah.
technology, but whatever. But just hearing her story of how, you know, she envisioned the piece of artwork that I really wanted to know the history of. Like, how did
Okay.
you come to, like, you know, even think of that? And how do you actually like, how does the acrylic pour work? And she just went, you know, talked about that.
Yeah.
Everybody has a story.
Yeah.
And so I just, with this, I get to talk to people and learn like really new, cool things.
And you get to have like these conversation anyways in your real life. Might as well share it, because then it actually helps some of these, you know, some of your
So other
guests
people,
actually
yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
I've noticed, like they're so talented.
Mhm.
Some of the things that they do are so talented. Like I was like, even the cooking that you do, like with some of your friends.
Oh,
I was like,
Tita's daughter,
I was like,
Vicky.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
Vicky did
Yes,
cookies.
I
That was
wanted to know.
awesome.
Yeah, and like some of like during like holidays you do that, you know, like when you did the cookies, all
Yeah,
the cookies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
so it was fun.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's, everybody has a story, and I want, you know, other people to know that, because everybody does have one, and then I have my network, and then you share it to your network, and then people
Yeah.
find out things that they maybe didn't know about that person, or they
Yeah.
have like a hidden talent, or they have like this pop-up shop that they're doing, you know, they
Yeah.
have businesses that they're doing, they're entrepreneurs, and I love that.
And your circle is so like different, like it's so diverse actually. Like I've noticed that, like especially when you know, like we've already like been in the military, like I think it opens up your mind
Mhm.
already.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
then Szu-Moy, like when you left the military, I saw like another woman, another side that like really like opened up like a circle of friends from like different worlds. Especially, I have to say, like with Juan being in your life also,
Mhm.
you know, like
He's amazing.
yeah.
Love you, babe. Mwah.
Yeah, it's always good to have a good partner.
Yes,
Yeah.
They
So
talk about bringing out the best in you and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
The other question I had actually was, okay, so Szu-Moy mentioned that you know, like we met in Germany, and in Germany I got actually she kind of introduced me to a different type of music, right? So growing up, I'm like oldies, you know. And then I would ride with her on in the vehicle. Like she'll pick me up sometimes, and she's like, like the music.
My metal
And
music.
I was like,
I love it.
Szu-Moy, that's why you're angry when you go to work. Maybe you should like listen
I
to
thought
certain
I thought you
things.
forgot about that. So she tells me that I'm angry all the time because I listen to metal, but she's listening to like what I call baby making music. So I'm just like, what are you doing all the time?
Well, you know, I was like into oldies, but then like being in the military, like my you know, like the music genre kind of like opened up. Like I was listening to some R&Bs, you know, and then I was like, oh, maybe you should come with me to a concert, you know, whatever. But actually, I was like, Szu-Moy just loves music, and she shared, even though it's a different genre, she shared this music with me. And from the noise, if you cancel the noise out, I was like, okay, let me just see what the lyrics is, right? And the lyrics really like will pull you, and I get why like Szu-Moy actually love like her music, right? Her type of music.
Yeah.
And I see her.
Christine was so gracious to go to, not only, she went to 2 concerts with me. Disturbed, which for anybody that listens to metal or alternative metal, whatever, they're not the heaviest, but they're pretty heavy. And she doesn't listen to any of that at all. And she's like, I'm going to go with you. And I was like, wow. And so we went and saw them in the UK.
I like
right?
to see the beauty in
Yeah,
things.
but then she also saw The Cure, which was like really awesome. So again, my spectrum goes, it's kind of a little diverse as well. I love Depeche Mode. I love 30 Seconds to Mars. I love all these different things. I love the Robin right here. We're outside and Colorado is great because you have all kinds of wildlife just coming up and saying hello. Anyway, I digress. So, but then you have all these different things going on.
So I truly love like how passionate she can get with like these music, right? But one thing that I do know about Szu-Moy is she will travel for music, right? I mean, I remember going to like
we
London,
went to the UK, yeah,
London for one night, come back.
Yeah.
And so I was like, someone will travel for her music. And I was like, what's your next like travel for?
What's my next travel?
I forgot.
I'm here
today.
Yeah,
No,
I'm here.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm
I
here.
forgot.
So my next travel, I'm in Denver, Colorado, you guys. Hello, my Texas peeps. I'm not dealing with your heat right now. No, thank you. But I'm in Denver because Red Hot Chili Peppers are playing tomorrow. And
That's
oh, by the
true.
way, she forgot, but she's going with me. Interesting enough.
Because it's not my type of music, but like Szu-Moy, I love that about you. You like include me in these things, and I'm like experiencing something new because I'm like Red Hot Chili. I know I've heard of them, but I'm not.
You'll know when you listen to the music. It'll be like, oh, okay. But yeah, we've traveled like wide and far for different bands, and I just love meeting new people from the bands too. I met Michelle, from camp from 30 Seconds to Mars.
Really?
And
yeah. Wow. See what I mean? She's like she meets people and she embraces them. And then she's connected, like with. I'm telling you.
I try to love everybody. Sometimes it's like a little bit like sometimes it bites me in the butt. But I try. That's the only thing that I can do. So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Szu-Moy, you're amazing. Don't you guys agree?
Uncomfortable.
And
right
like
now.
I'm telling you, like look, she's.
What's your next question?
My next question, like actually, Szu-Moy, like. What have you been like? What have you like after the military? Really, like, what is it? Like, what's the project that like really got you to thinking after the military? Because we're both in the military.
Yeah, so we're both retired. And then, so after I left the military, so I retired back in 2013. And one of the big things about me retiring, and, it's very hard. And everybody, some people go right into their jobs, and then they find out they're like, oh, okay, I went from the military to a civilian job, and they find transition is difficult when you spent 2 decades or more in one organization. It's just it's difficult, especially when you wear the uniform. I believe. And so for me, we're always voluntold.
Yes.
To do, like, you have to be here, you have to do this, you have to wear this uniform, you have to have your hair back, you have to have this kind of makeup, you can only wear this type of earrings, you can only wear one ring on your finger, all these crazy things. And so the biggest thing for me was that I love to give back. I love to pay it forward. So and I love nonprofits. And so when I left the military, the biggest thing for me was to be able to give back to my community. I love my church community, so I wanted to give back to my church community. I love being a woman, so I wanted to give back to females. So Girls on the Run was a big thing for me. Unfortunately, they don't have it at my school anymore, or at the school down the road from the house.
Yeah.
But just
that was when you were doing things with the girls.
Yeah, Girls on the Run. Yeah. So that's the 3rd through 5th grade girls and mentoring. But I love doing that, and then I also just love helping veterans, other veterans, and helping them with their transition, helping new women or new men that are just like, we're new to the military. We're civilians. We don't know anything about it. And they're super young, as we were when we went into the military. So I love mentoring them too. So I just love doing all of those things.
I see that with you, because I've seen her like with her retired like military uniform, like wearing it after the military. I think I've just worn mine once. Yeah. But Szu-Moy is like, wow, she needs to go back to the military and actually represent them.
No, because she knows, and she knows very intimately that I had a very tough time while I was in the military. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It was a lot of an uphill battle. And so, and more than anybody that it was just like when I left, yes, it was like, so I was able to just clear my head a little bit of some of the little bit of bureaucracy and things,
Yeah.
that the political things that happen in the military that we don't all agree with, but we do it because we're in the military, and be able to clear myself from that and just say, I just want to give back to our people,
Yeah.
like other veterans,
Yeah.
to other like airmen or soldiers, Marines, sailors, guardians, whatever, that are coming in, to give back to them and be like, this is how my experience was, and let
Yeah,
me
you're
set
so
you
good
up,
at that.
let me
Like,
set you up for success, or try to, right?
yeah,
So
you're really so good at that, Savoy. Like you stayed connected
I
with
tried,
that.
but you know who's
Yeah.
the biggest one that helped me with that? Because if it wasn't my husband, I would have been,
Heavy.
I would have been like, I would not have a good, I will tell you this, I would not have a good outlook about the military had it not been
Don't
for Heavy.
cry. Stop
Ooh,
it.
no.
Why is she in tears,
I'm
Swan?
not. No, I'm not.
Every time it's
Stop it.
no.
I'm uncomfortable
No,
anyway to
it's
begin with.
always
I'd rather
good.
be asking you questions.
No,
So
I
I'm like,
think it's
oh.
amazing how like really I did see that change in Szu-Moy when like with her part, like who she was with. Like one, like you're amazing, and that is something that I do have to say, that like
He is
that is
amazing.
you're a positive impact in her life. I did
Mhm.
see that.
A big,
Yeah,
big
so
impact.
if you're watching,
Yes. Aww.
my vote's for you.
Yeah, your vote was with him
Yeah,
first. As soon as
yeah.
you met him, you're
So
like, hey, I love him. He's awesome. I'm like, I
yeah,
know. I love him too.
he's very positive. But anyways, like before we close though, I do want to like take the time some way to like really like allowing, like thank you for allowing me to like do this, like role reversal,
Yes, because
because
I'm super
this is
uncomfortable right
your
now.
platform.
Super
But I
uncomfortable.
think they should really know they should really know who's this woman, amazing woman, that's like been opening this platform for other people, right? I see that. I'm like, even though I don't watch live, like I'll go back to her thing and I'm like, wow, look how amazing she is. Like she's sharing all this information that she gets to have this conversation with her amazing friends that she meets along the way, and then she shares it. And so yeah, Samoy, thank you,
Thank
for not putting me
you.
in the hot seat, letting me put
Whew.
you.
I'm
So
telling you, I'm like,
it's not burning.
it is. You don't even know, you guys. I'm like, are we done yet? Ah. I'm like, is this how
Yeah.
other people feel? I hope not. I hope when I interviewed you, and I love being the interviewer because I'm like, I know how difficult it is to be on the other side.
But you're trained. Like we're not trained. I know that.
But I know that, and so that's why it's good for me, because I love to just have that conversation and bring it out of people.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
that makes me like happy. I'm like, oh, you have a story. Let's talk about it. And even for the most nervous person, and I can see when they start switching, I'll start to talk about something else, and
Yeah.
that's a gift, and I love it.
Yeah.
So I really do. So
Again,
I'm happy
thank
for
you.
it.
And I'm so glad that someone is with me here and we're going to a concert. I just remembered.
Red Hot Chili Peppers tomorrow in Denver. If y'all are in Denver, holler, because she's going to be like, watermelon, watermelon.
Yeah,
I don't know the words.
any of the words. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It'll be super fun. And yeah, and I love Colorado. My husband doesn't know, but we're totally house hunting right now with Christine.
I'll see you here.
I just want a bungalow. But yeah, Colorado is just the nature. Like we went on that hike, nature and the mountains, and just how much natural beauty there is here in Colorado.
Yeah.
You guys are so blessed.
It was actually my husband that picked to come here. I thought we were going to South Carolina because that's, his family are from there. And I told him, with us moving so much, and I'll just give him like, the pick after we retired. And so when he picked Colorado, I was like so like shocked because my mom and my dad are here, and so when he picked it, I was like, okay. I never really lived in Colorado because we're from Washington State, so
which is also very beautiful.
Yeah,
so yeah,
but it rains a lot.
It does.
So, but Colorado, we've made a home here and love it, and it's nice whenever like Juan and Szu-Moy comes,
often.
Frequently when but they add us into their busy schedule, and like those are the friends that you keep, right? The ones that really like make time for you.
Yes,
in their busy time.
In their busy day, yes. And our friend circle will
Yeah,
open
so
and be a little bit more complete because BFF gets to meet Autumn Bestie tomorrow at the
yeah.
concert. So
Yeah,
we're
I'm
really
looking forward to
excited.
that, Autumn. If you're watching,
So
like,
yeah,
I can't wait to meet you in person because I
yes,
know that you spend like lots of time with Szu-Moy.
it'll be
Yeah.
good. We're gonna close that
Yeah.
circle. It'll be nice.
Uh,
All right, you guys, have a great
yeah.
one. We'll see you all next week and have a fabulous weekend. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.